Shattered Star Games. Day 2. What's up? It's Shattered Star again, right back at you. Today I'm going to show you how to paint textures. The wonderful world of painting textures in Spark. What we're going to do in here today is going to paint some grass on that burnt spot. I'm going to show you how we actually paint the textures. Instead of actually drawing them, we're going to paint them onto the landscape. So take a look. Yo, what's up everybody? Shattered back at you. Right now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to paint textures onto landscape. Using the spherical tool, I'm using the paint selector. I'm going to go ahead and paint texture onto the ground. We're going to go ahead and paint the grass texture onto this empty spot I told you that I burnt the other day. So let's go ahead and show you guys that right quick. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you see that bar, that green bar that keeps filling up as I paint. That is an undo bar, which is pretty cool because you can actually undo your actions on the fly, and that helps out for just testing out new ideas and new play sets. As you can see, instead of having to paint directly, the textures are auto-populated by a right trigger press. And you can hold that right trigger. You can also decrease or increase that effect by the spherical selector up and down so that you get a fuller or a slimmer paint, basically a swath. I'm going to go ahead and paint this brown on the interior just to show you the paint algorithm is real good, and it works perfectly. This Spark development kit is great. As you can see, that undo bottom bar right there is basically an undo deal. It works out great because if you ever mess up anything, you can go right back in, right back out. This is cool because in Spark, I can paint this directly. So it winds up being real cool because I don't have to keep going back and forth tiling each texture onto each tile, which would take forever. So that's just a way that you can do it a lot quicker in Spark. Thanks. All right, I'm gonna now add a ladder and hook it up to our fortification. This is gonna be our fortification slash ladder deal here. As you can see, I'm not just lining it up completely perfect. I figured, this world is the old school world, you know what I mean? People were putting stuff together haphazardly, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be, 100%, degrees off of center, you know what I mean? Excuse me. I'm just trying to basically put it together so that it fits and that your character can actually access it. So as you can see, I'm going through the tile set for this particular deal. I have to resize this block to get it in there. Excuse me. This is pretty much where we're going with this. We're going to go ahead and finish that block set in the rear by cloning it and placing it like so. And I'm going to go back here and we're going to figure out some more good things to put with this. And I'm going to add a semi roof to this as well. And one of the big things about when you're doing game development is ease of use in your editor. Ease of use is one of the most talked about things when you're dealing with game development, because your editor, your development kit has to make sense to you, the developer, obviously. The Spark Dev, I think it's great, the development kit that they give you. Because once again, I don't know if I've said this before, but I want to keep giving it to you. The Spark Development Kit is plug and play. I mean, when I say plug and play, you plug in the Xbox, you download this development kit, you can be creating the next hour. You can be doing stuff like this. And like I said, this is just basic stuff. We're just getting to learn some of the controls, some of the more advanced techniques we're going to go over as we continue. But like I said, we're just starting here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a semi roof on this building here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Uh, One big thing about when you're creating through Spark, I've learned this, is if you got to take your time. You cannot, build Rome in a day. Wink, wink. With this, you know what I mean? You've got to take your time, man. And if you can get tired. You need some sleep. You need, grab a bite to eat, or you get, fatigued. Some people call it writer's block. I have development blocks. I mean, a development block where you don't know where you want to go with this building next, or you don't know what kind of characters you're going to do, or how you're going to set up the AI characters. How will they interact with the hero or player character? You want to make sure you have these things in mind when you're building. So if you're just building, you'll never have these things in mind, and you can get off track and start creating something that you really didn't start out to do. So you want to keep that in mind. As you can see, I'm building this block wall here. It's not necessarily perfect, not looking for perfect. I don't want everything to be symmetrical because, like I said, this is going to be something that's giving it life. When it has these different nuances, it gives the project life. So just a little